So yo-ho, pivotal, visual. This is an exciting time right now. Demo's done. Holes dug. Like, we're gonna start building stuff. Like, we're gonna start putting stuff together and seeing what this thing's gonna look like. So this is exciting. Next steps are coming. We're moving along. Let's go. All right, where to go? Check out the basement. The crew is gonna move all of this stuff upstairs into the upstairs bedrooms to get it out of the way so we can utilize this space for storing materials and probably maybe cutting of some things. So this is going to turn into a construction spot. Upstairs, a bunch of stuff has been put into this bedroom back here. Just been investigating some parts of the house, but the laundry room has some just tight challenges of working and adjusting spaces, but removing the fireplace will help. All of this is different than we anticipated, a little bit than the original plans framing wise. So there's some redoing of framing from basically this rectangle here will all get new framing on top of a wall right here. As you can see that this wall does not sit on this wall. So there's some floating of things that's a little bit way too much pressure on it. This beam here has the plumbing that goes to your kitchen sink. Now your kitchen sink is more above the old fireplace. And so this beam is getting replaced. How you can see there's a huge, at some point this beam cracked hugely and you can see the checking on it. And so someone had put this steel plate on it to fix it. So this steel plate really isn't doing the greatest of job because the steel plate stops kind of right here. The steel plate went all the way to the end, it would probably be fine, but you can see like there's like lots of checking there. So this beam basically is bad. So we're replacing this beam, we're moving it up into the ceiling. So the exposed beam might only come down a couple inches now from there. So it'll be a little higher in the end. And so that involves cutting all of these joists that are there. You see it's sitting on top of it and pushing it up. And then there's little metal, little U-hangers that will attach that so it hangs off of that joist. Your washer dryer drain goes kind of that's that black one down there at the bottom that runs around. That's where all the water for the washer and dryer goes. So that will be that'll be something we figure out how to reroute out to the new. So there's some mechanical stuff. This is sink, kitchen sink and downspouts there. So all this is kind of going to be rerouted once we kind of move things out and all that stuff will get dug through. So that's it for down here. And then here is kind of the exposed part of the house. And so it's over excavated because we're going to put some rock and we'll build it back up with some rock materials and concrete to get it back up to the level of the concrete. So it's this, so in the end we'll be at the same level as that, but you can see it's about a 2-step down now. So just things I'm looking at is just footing condition and how things look and size. It looks fairly normal for this age of house. Yeah, here's where we're at. And so the next steps, this part over here is kind of the first hole that they dug because all the sewer lines were going to that T connection. And so that T kind of like right in front of that like vine out there is kind of where it connects and then it goes into your neighbor's yard, and then it goes, the other half goes out the backyard. So this is the new connection that we'll kind of reroute everything to for this section of the house. And so that, yeah, that's some of the drains from the little kitchen coming out of the foundation. So that's gonna, like, instead of going there, it's gonna go. Hey, John and Ann, I think that's it. Yeah, it looks like, you know, we're back on track. I'm just gonna be getting updates from the team, and I think John and Bernie are gonna kind of start taking over here the project. And so I kind of got through that little stretch of time, and so I think it's my job is now just to, like, update you from whatever's happening with Frank, with not with Frank, but with what's going on construction. I'm just going to be kind of like taking everything from the team and letting you guys know. So construction progress, talk to me. Still working on finalizing design and purchasing materials. Yes, direct with Frank, but otherwise, like, things are going good. They're on track. Hope you guys have a great couple of days, and I'm gonna make a phone call to Bernie now because he has a couple questions that we're trying to. That's the next step upstairs, is that the framing materials is getting ordered, so that's gonna be coming in, and a crew to start, like, kind of fixing up the roof framing upstairs. And so I'll probably do that another video on that, kind of when there's a little bit more demo done. I'll probably get another bit to kind of talk through, like, all they're doing there. But this is where we're at today. This is what it looks like. Yay, progress.